there's no ultimate truth to anything. कुछ भी case or scam में आप लोग जब you fight for a case, be it the fake currency one. Like we saw this movie, no, Dhurandhar. It was all about fake currency only. But the thing is, how much of truth can be guaranteed that you're voicing the truth, because everything is so manipulated. You said that investigation में ही loophole था.
But for 2-3 faults of the investigation, the prosecution case will not be shattered. Okay, there are other things also. Suppose I say in a room there are 3-4 persons out here. So suppose one of the persons as a witness retracts. So there is a backup with the suppose CCTV footage. Then there are other evidence. There might be DNA evidence. There might be other people who have seen us coming in and going out. So it doesn't depend on only one. Investigation work is to unearth the truth. Now, for unearthing the truth, there will be several layers of evidence which has to be secured by the investigating agency, so that if for any reason one fails, then there is second line of also action where it will guard the truth. Once the truth is found, the truth has to be guarded by evidence. I say it's layers of evidence. Okay, so naturally,
but evidence can be tampered so often, like in the case. I will not bring big cases. RG car case we saw.
No, evidence. It's
how do you deal with such cases where political influence comes in?
That is under appeal. I'll not comment on that.
You can't comment on such cases. But any incident where we see, when we hear as a commoner, na, we just see the case in the media being played off. ऐसा लगता है इसमें तो कुछ सच आएगा ही नहीं. Now, from your angle, if we see you guys are saying investigation के layers होते हैं, there's so many evidences. One gets tampered. That's not the ultimate.
No, it's not question of tampering only. Tampering is a different thing, and court mein admissible hona is a different thing. So when we talk of evidence, see, tampering is any evidence we find who will be the beneficiary of tampering of evidence, the accused person.
The accused.
So that is the reason bail mein condition implied रहता है that he will not influence witnesses, he will not tamper with the evidence. These things are there. So he might tamper with the evidence. There is a file which has certain documents and papers that is necessary for the investigation. So I'm aware that police might seize that file and get sufficient evidence against me. I changed the set of the documents. That's tampering. Okay. Suppose there is a hard disk, I suppose. There's data in it. उसको चलो पूरा format कर देते. That's tampering. Now, बाद में forensics, data deletion के बाद, formatting के बाद, forensics separate part. But that is tampering. So when this evidence a conclusive जगह पहुंचता है, then it is placed before the court to get it admitted before the court. Suppose it so happens is that suppose one of the witnesses, vital witnesses, it passes away before the evidence. Now then what? Will the case go away? No. We have this, what investigation says, there are second layer also. Suppose I say the eyewitness chala gaya. So if there is a CCTV footage, or any person who can
So
vouch.
the investigation is a very important plug in the entire justice process.
Exactly.
Yeah. So exactly. that is something where even you as a lawyer depend on the more transparent the investigation is, the more thorough, the easier it becomes for you, or the justice will be prevailing. It is all dependent on that.
Evidence
collection. Or your arguments help even if investigation is not.
Evidence collection is a various steps hota hai to find out the truth. We talk of the integrity of the evidence. Okay. There are various stages of maintaining the integrity of the evidence. That is one part. Again, the more concrete, because the prosecution has to prove a case beyond reasonable doubt. That is necessary. So, and as a defense lawyer, we have to create a shadow of doubt.
Okay.
So that the benefit of doubt goes in favor. Interesting. So, it so happens that we generally discuss when we talk, and rest part is argument. So when we reach the prosecution, the more they have tightened the noose, it becomes more difficult for the defense to argue the case. They have to argue a lot and explain the circumstances and break that this is not admissible, this is not a situation, these circumstances are such that the guilt, the accused cannot be held guilty of such things because the circumstances, there is a shadow of doubt. All these factors so happens. So when we in court, one way when we learn that the defense में कैसे कैसे हम लोग निकल जाते हैं, so when I go for the prosecution, so I know what the defense will ask.
So you know both sides, like
Yes.
चोर को ही पुलिस बना दिया है तो